Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about right now is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. And I get sent pictures, videos, emails. And if you would like to send in something for a video, my email is in the description box below. So this first email comes in from a community member, and it's also with a picture. And she said, attached is a pic of World War II food rationing. And I must say, they were a little skimpy on the eggs. Have a great Monday. Well, thank you very much. This is very, very interesting because rumor has it that we will soon be seeing food rationing once again. So here's a link that was sent in by a community member, and he said, watch the incredible magic of the scalar energy on YouTube. Okay, thank you. And here's an email from a community member, and she said, hey, just a heads up from a sub about something I came across on BitChute. I'm emailing some folks about because people need to know and we need to investigate whether our new mostly male military edged hotel dwellers are getting these packages too. Best regards, Jim. By the way, easier to find the word BitChute in the search. Whistleblower, agent, ages 19 to 30, border crossers to take out. I'm just going to say that the legal citizens. You know, my husband was talking about this the other night. And yeah, he was talking about this the other night. And I won't go full blown into what he was saying because, you know, that's a strike against me. But he's concerned because, okay, like I remember being told stories about when my grandparents first came here from Sicily. Okay. And one of the stipulations, I guess you could say, was that I guess in order to prove that my relatives wanted to be citizens here, was that like my grandfather had to go into the army, so in which he did. So are they redoing this all over again with the ones that are coming here now? It's just a question, because that's what happened with my grandfather, God bless his soul. May he rest in peace. And actually, you could see a picture of him. The video that I did yesterday about talking about preparing for our elders, that picture as the thumbnail was my grandmom and my grandpa, my nonna and my nono, when they first started dating. So, I wonder if that is what the case is going to be once again. It's something that should be crossing everybody's minds right now. Yeah. So here's a link that'll be in the description box below, and it says new concerns over batteries. Fires, ferry companies, underground car parks, banning EVs, insurance companies are refusing to insure them. Really? Now that's interesting. Okay. And here's a link to watch emergency broadcast worldwide soft coup imminent on YouTube. Good Lord. Okay, guys. Much needed commercial break. Here's an email from a community member, and this is for my bestie who lives in the UK. She said, my partner and I were watching your community intel video and heard you talking about your friend in England who was getting headaches and was using the thermal poncho for heat. My partner is a retired contractor and said that her headaches could be caused by carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide leak in her heating system and should have it checked out, as that could cause serious health issues, even perishment. Thank you very much. I will email Amanda and tell her if she doesn't get a chance to watch this video. Yeah, that is a serious concern because I don't know how old the house is that she's living in, and I don't know the situation. on what her heating elements look like. You know what I mean? So, and plus, I know that they have not bans, but regulations on how long they're allowed to use their heat for. So, there's that. Yeah. All right, so here's a link that was sent in, and this community member said the FDA knows that the ARM tickets are gene editing technologies. Make no mistake, this is criminal. Yeah, no shit. And here's a link. Over 71,000 federal indictments. What? Against 45. Get the flip-flopping out of here. Make Gitmo great again. Military Tribunal and Gitmo. List of those believed, named in over 71,000 federal indictments. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is this against him or... Holy smeckaroli. Whoa. Okay, thank you. Okay, so here's one, a link for emergency heater. It's where you take a terracotta, okay, a terracotta planter, and you use it to make heat in your home. And I've done this before in a friend's house because she lives in a mobile and she has a gas stove. And we did this in her house and it does work. Yeah. So here are the instructions for it. And here's another really great link for the description box. Emergency vegetable shortening 72-hour candles. I've made these before during hurricane season and they work fabulously. Yes. Okay, so here is a link along with an email. And she said, I hope you and your family survived the storm. Oh, it was fine. It was fine. Yeah. We have some branches that came down off of the trees. Nothing big, really. We had tornadoes in the area, but thankfully they didn't come like anywhere near the house or anything like that, but we're absolutely fine. Thank you very much. I received a lot of emails from you guys and we are absolutely fine. She said it was pretty windy here on my side of Florida, lots of rain, but cold outside. Yeah, exactly. The rain here was pretty bad to the point where the backyard and the front yard got flooded out. I will say that. But as for like any kind of like damage, no, no, girl, we're good. You know, she said, I found Jeffrey. Oh, the book. Okay. Black Book. Yeah. Definitely urge people to read all 92 pages. It has some extremely big names in it. I want to point out to people that this book, you won't be able to tell what business each person had with him. Well, no, because it's not like they said, well, this is what this one did and this one, this one did. You know what I mean? Remember, he didn't just do right. Wasn't just writing traffic tickets. You know what I'm saying? He was involved with many kinds of deals, blackmailing. Yeah, I know. I think that's why those records were kept. You know, did business with them. Well, I'm not going to name those businesses. The man had a direct line at the White House to get information. Yes, I know he did. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My husband knows more about this than I do. And good on him because I won't dive into that because, you know, being an SA survivor, I don't want to dive into that because I know that I will get triggered and I don't want to get triggered because I don't want to have a panic attack, an anxiety attack, and have my doctor have to up my milligrams. You know what I'm saying? So she said, all we need to understand about these lists are the people who are not the VIX are really horrible people. They are all a part of a big plan to steal our freedom away. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. She said, these people want us eating bugs and living in mud houses, working for them for free. Over my dead body. They want to control everything about us. The list just reminds me that they are very different from all of us. You know, the only thing different, and this is just my opinion, because, you know, humans, we're all the same. Okay, we all put our pants on the same way. Okay, we all come into this world the same way. We all go out. Okay, that hole that gets dug in the cemetery, it's all the same size. Okay, ain't no different. Okay, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Okay, it just all depends on who goes up and who goes down. Okay, and the only thing that divides us is how much money and how they got there and how we got to where we are. You know what I'm saying? And we just, us as a community, as a people, we didn't have to do dirty dealings to get to where we are. You know, if we're successful, it's because we worked our fingers to the bone. We have dirt underneath our fingernails, and we made the right decisions. For them, they had everybody else do their dirty work, where we were the ones that got our hands dirty, you know? So that's really the only difference. They're human just like we are. There's no such thing. I don't want to hear, well, they're lizard people. No, there ain't no such thing. Um, but anyway, I'll go on. She said, so honestly, the sooner you stop helping these people get what they want and start connecting, supporting real people, the better things will get. That's exactly why I am the way that I am. I am who I am, and why I do what I do for my community. And I give a voice to the people in my community by doing these types of videos. The community intel videos are so the people in this community can have a voice. Otherwise, you guys wouldn't have a voice unless you had your own channel. And I want to be that person that gives you that voice. So she said, they don't deserve our time and attention. Exactly. See, before when I had my other channel, the bigger channel, I was constantly calling them out. And then I was just like, and my husband said, why are you constantly giving those people the flip flop and attention that they do not deserve? And I said, you know what, Sean, you're right. So I stopped doing it because I was constantly calling them out and I was getting in trouble. And I said, yeah, you know what? I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop because it's just not worth it anymore. Because it's not like anything's going to change. It's not going to change, you know? So she said, when are we all going to have enough of them screwing with our lives? Seeing all those names is frustrating, and knowing how big the list is getting. I'll get off my soapbox and tell you some of the families that are on that list. I can't list every name. It's a lot. You got every shady category covered. I'm warning you, like the 932-page documents, it is redacted again. But you know what? Why redact? The way that I look at it is the truth is going to eventually come out. So why redact it in the beginning? Just doesn't make any sense. Why redact it? I mean, you by redacting these documents and not allowing people to know the full truth, the whole truth in the very beginning, you're only going to piss off a lot of people. Okay. And when you piss off the wrong people like me, okay, you're only going to light a fire under their ass, and you're only going to make them do their own research. And when we start to uncover everything and then we blow the lid off that gasket, there's going to be a wildfire and then a windstorm after that, and nothing's going to be able to put that wildfire out. So why not just put all the cards on the table now? So she said personal information is taken out. Some names are not on it. There are 2 books. This is just one, 92 pages, was less than an hour to read. Oh, when you read the list, it says message according to court documents is locations for an act. Florida had and hope it's had past tense, a large facility. He also had something called Zorro, like Zorro with the what? Ranch, and it looks like there was something happening. List a number of bunkers. 45's family is on it. Rothschild, Rockefeller, Windsor, John Kerry, Johnson family, Kennedy family, Bruce King, Governor, New York, Wexner family, Senator George Mitchell, Robin Leach. Robin Leach? You mean Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous guy? Buckingham Research, Frederick and Catherine Adler, Wyatt family, Wong, Woodward, Charles Turnbull, Peter Soros, that doesn't surprise me, Santo family, Saud Prince Solomon, Ruttenberg, Nicholas Ryder, so much more. I did not see Clinton, but this has been redacted, so it could be on the other books. These people are truly sick. I have more time only because I can't sleep or I have a second. I don't watch TV anymore. Neither do I. I don't watch much of anything. All the propaganda and seeing stories on their faces. Talking really ruins my day. It's out here turning them all out, but still I see things when I'm working popping up. So I'm happy to help others not fall for the traps they're setting up. The question I have is whose names are the ones being redacted and why? I don't know. Maybe current Congress, Senate, you know. There's going to be mass unaliving, you know what I'm saying, when this all gets released. That's all I got to say. All right, she sent me another email, and I'm going to put these images up. I'm going to have to pause and read, okay? She said, boy, someone wants us to see some big names and data to prove something. I keep finding pieces of the puzzle just shoved in my face. Huh. If only they weren't missing pages. Okay. It's the log. Planes. Here. Okay, so here's a link for the description box. She said, have you seen this about CBDC? Probably, because I've read and studied CBDC for a couple of years now. But anyway, it will be in the description box below, okay? Okay, so here is another email from a community member. She said, thank you again for all you do. Well, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. She said, I hope your washing machine situation's getting better. Well. The saga continues. I I installed the counterweight and the new boot seal. Okay. And if you have ever dealt with a front loader, okay, there is sheet metal uh, on that washing machine. And I'll show you my hand. Okay, you see that? Yeah. That is from dealing with sheet metal, with putting because in where the counterweights are, okay, counterweights are what keep the tub from going off balance. And these counterweights weigh about 75 pounds a piece. And there's two of them. And they're made out of concrete and they're wrapped in rubber. And there's three bolts and they look like the letter L. Okay. And there's three bolts that hold them on. And they're held on, and they're on the front of the tub because we're talking about a front loader here. And the one piece of sheet metal where the one bolt was It was right behind the sheet metal. And with my hand and my socket wrench, and I'm going like this, and my hand is rubbing up against the sheet metal. And that's what I did. Yeah. So I took my hand out and I was just dripping. I mean, look at my hand. See? I was dripping. I was dripping. And I came in the house because my husband, he don't know how to fix nothing. He don't know how to fix nothing. He goes, "What the hell did you do?" And I said, "Counterweights are on." And he goes, "Holy." He goes, "How deep are they?" I said, "They're not deep. They're just scratches. It's okay. It's fine." Well, lo and behold, counterweights are on. New boot seal is on. Still not working. Why? Because the lock, the door lock, the wire somehow got disconnected. I don't mess with wiring. That's the one thing I will never mess with. So I called a local appliance company, and they're coming out on Friday. It's $80 for them to come out. The part is $15, so I'm just going to let them do it. It's fine. I did the most expensive stuff, so I'll let them do it. And then today, here I'll show you what I did today. Here you go. I put in a new kitchen faucet. Oh my God. Because what Sean and I are doing this month is we are, as part of our preparing, okay, we are doing things around the house, like we are repairing, replacing, things like that. And the one thing that we are repairing and replacing are like faucets, things like that. If it's got a drip or whatever the case may be, because a lot of this, my house is 20 years old. Okay, so it's not that we're upgrading or anything like that, because I don't care about that. But like the faucet that I put in, I got it at Home Depot for $30. Okay, it was a 10-minute job. Big whoop. So next payday, for my payday preps, I'm putting in a new sink because the sink that I have now, it's chipping. And where it's chipping, it's starting to, I don't know if you could call it, what's the word? Like it's starting to crack almost. But then again, you got to remember it's 20 years old, and these porcelain sinks, they do not last like a stainless steel sink does. Okay. So I found this stainless steel sink at Home Depot for like $108. So that's like another like half an hour job, so these are things that I can do myself. So I'm going to order it for payday preps, and I'm going to put in a new sink. So here is my faucet job. There you go. So she said, and then also what else we're doing for payday preps for January is we are filling in our gaps, and we are prepping for normalcy this month. Yeah. Things for the kids, things for us, like coffee, snacks, that type of thing. Prepping for normalcy for January and fixing things up around the house. So she said, I have an idea about wringing out blankets, but you maybe need 2 people. I think with your size family, you have a few helpers. Yeah, an 8-year-old and a 9-year-old. She said, take a rope, tie each end to one side of a room or between 2 trees until straight, or a long pole, long stick, or broom handle, 2 people holding up each side. Wrap the blanket tightly around the long surface, straight surface, until you get all the water out. And it is like wrapping a string around a stick idea, but bigger. Okay, thank you. She said, I want to thank the community member for the list. Even though it was blurry, I was able to make some of the names out. Oh, okay. She said, I didn't finish the rest because it is a fake list of all the preds. Ah, la la. Okay. She said they took out the real names and added Vicks and people who were not confirmed. No kidding. See, that's why I was like a little like, what? How did they get all these names? So she said people who worked for him and testified against him, yet after the Maui fire, we know Oprah is scum. But there are a few names on there that had dealings with him, but I didn't see on record involvement at that island. I don't want to say someone is something, and I have not seen evidence that they are. Yeah, exactly. She said, here are names I could make out, and I put a star for the ones who are documented going to the island and having VIX, stating they were. Oh, okay. She said, I will add on 45 and 42. Donald is named in everything, including logs. But I had not seen the documents claiming anything from either yet. Okay. So, Kathy Griffin, I can't stand her. I really can't. I mean, she's just, too much plastic surgery, in my opinion. Jim Carrey has been calling out the elites. Yes, I know he has. I know he has. Naomi Campbell, name on documents for having party that they attended. 44 on flight logs, possibly. Huh. Former president of Colombia. Prime Minister of Israel. Oh, the pilot. Okay. Worked for Epstein, testified against him. Jesus. Wow. Okay, guys. Before I go, here is a video that was sent in by a community member. Yeah, that's it. All right, I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao.
I saw this floating around online, and it got me to thinking. You see, Irish farmers pressured to cull up to 200,000 cows to meet climate goals. I've been seeing things like this all over the world. I've been seeing all of these headlines about governments trying to get rid of animals so that they can reach, quote, climate goals. Reminds me of this. In 1873, the American government killed 1.5 million buffalo in 1 year alone to starve Native Americans so that they could become more dependent on the American government. There's a lesson there. If you're willing to learn it, there is a lesson there. Be very careful when governments are trying to control food supplies. Be prepared for your family. Have some extra meat stored away. Learn how to hunt. Learn how to do the whole process of butchering an animal yourself if you have to. Have a garden, start a greenhouse. Get some chickens. Provide eggs to your family through those chickens. Do things that are going to prepare you to be able to be self-sufficient. Learn those skills with your kids. Learn how to chop a tree down. Learn how to cut it into firewood. These are the powerful things that we could be doing right now to just make sure we are ready for a worst case scenario.